afternoon and welcome to Tuesday. This is Johnita Francis. I am, of course, Inside by Johnita Francis, and I have a wacky, wonderful world that I belong in. And I have to say, about a month ago, I decided that I needed a little break. I needed a break from everything. I work full-time in a muggle's job, lovingly referred to as a muggle's job. And I work full-time on my business, and I was working up to 18, 19 hours a day, and I was going like the clappers and feeling like I was getting nowhere fast, and really starting to not resent, but yeah, I'll say resent. I was really starting to get cross with being tired all the time, and I recognized my husband because he's the man I share my bed with, but we didn't really have life. And I tried to have a weekend off thinking, maybe if I just had a couple of days, everything would be all right. But unfortunately, fortunately, a lot of people sent me messages on that weekend making sure I was okay, which is kind of sweet, but it defeated the purpose of me having a little break. So I thought, you know what? I think I'm just going to press the pause button on everything and just stop. And the first week was great. Like, it was just a de-stress, it was a declutter. But then the second week came about, and I started to feel really bad about doing everything that I was doing before and now not doing anything. And I felt really guilty and a sense of I've let people down, and I've let my husband down because I've worked so hard in my business to get it where it was. And it's just like, there's only me. When you're a psychic medium, there's only you. You can't delegate tasks to somebody else. You can't farm out some of the stuff that you don't have time for. And I'm really very authentic in my approach. So if you send me a text message, or you send me a messenger or an email, or you subscribe to something that my name is on, it is me that is responding to you. It is not a robot or a child slave labor or anything like that. It's actually authentically me. It's me saying, hey, I'm in the gym. I'm on my motorcycle. I'll come back to you as soon as I can. So it is a lot. And I felt really awful about not continuing to do my service, not continuing to be there for everybody. And I struggled with that for about 8 or so days. And the reason why is because I watch everything that I do. I watch my nuances, my idiosyncrasies, every part of my personality. I actually analyze and say, okay, do I want to tweak this? Is this what I'm happy with? Does this need to get thrown out to the shit heap? What is it about this circumstance, this emotional trigger, this part of my life, this part of my being that I do or I do not like? So I'm constantly checking and self-reflecting, and I love that about me because it means that I'm more accepting of those stupid shit that I do every now and then. So, oh well, I know there's a way out of this. So, but during this 8 days, I thought to myself, who am I letting down here? I'm letting down everybody, but am I really letting everybody down? Or am I okay with the fact that I needed to press pause so I could reset, so I could gain some human energy back? It's not the readings and all of that. That is quite a high energy thing for me, and I don't come down. I actually love it there more than I love it on my muggles job or on the muggles plane, because we're here by gravity. We're already grounded here. So it's actually a lot lighter and a lot easier when I'm doing my spiritual stuff. So it's I had to get my head around that. And then I thought to myself, how many other people are struggling with pressing the pause button and not being or doing everything for everybody else all the time? And I was actually quite pleasantly surprised that a lot of people are in the same mindset. Like, I've always done this. I feel like I should do this. I can't stop now. I'm really tired. I've had enough. I've had a gutful, but I have to keep going because there's an expectation on me, whether it's my own expectation or that of others, that I continue to do this. Once I got my head around that, The third week, I was thinking, okay, what is my purpose? I thought my purpose was to be a psychic medium and to do this and to tap into the spirit world and to help people with their blocks here on earth and to help people with their grieving process and understanding their trauma, understanding the things that make them tick, finding their own purpose. Where's my purpose in all of this? I've just chucked it out with the baby in the bathwater. So for the next 7 or 8 days, I always give myself I've got 7 days. Otherwise, I'm a Libra's son, so I will procrastinate if I don't give myself time limits on when to make a decision. So I do that. I do it really effectively because I'm Virgo dominant. So Virgos are quite tough people when they have to be. So luckily for me, I've got this goal and I'm thinking, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? And this past weekend, a friend of mine wrote to me and she said, you must be loving this newfound freedom. You must be loving all this extra time you've got. You must be, really enjoying life. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to stop and I'm going to think about what my friend is saying to me. Do I really love this newfound apparent freedom? No. Do I really enjoy not rushing around and helping people? And I get such a freaking kick when someone texts me and says, hey, you said that I should try this and I tried it and I love it and my life is so much better as a result of your recommendation. Thank you so much. That is the greatest thing you can say to me ever, is that I helped you along your path. I gave you a suggestion to get you somewhere where you're enjoying life better. That's the reason for being. The reason why my heart beats is to do that for others. And I do it really, really well. And I don't mind blowing my own trumpet with that because 25-year career I've been doing this. I'm bloody freaking good at it. So when my friend wrote this to me, I'm thinking, oh my God, I hate this shit. I like being able to go for longer motorcycle rides with my girlfriends. I like being able to go over to my girlfriend's house and sit and have a cup of tea and talk crap for a few hours and not have to rush off. But in the same token, I really love that whole feeling that someone else is succeeding, that someone else's quality of life is improving. And I missed it. So I've gone from, oh my God, this is overwhelming. It's too much. My business is crazy. I love it, but it's crazy. I'm doing too many hours, to cold turkey, doing completely nothing, writing in my blog, doing a few things here and there. But other than that, switching completely off. But I think the time has come back now to doing psychic readings and coming back into my mediumship work and doing what I need to do. And I've got my Dear Human letters, which is me tapping into your higher self, which is an amazing thing because everybody says, what does your higher self say? Who the freaking hell is your higher self? How do you talk to your higher self? Is that your ego talking over the top of your higher self? Is it really your higher self? Is it you putting a slant on the answer because you want the answer to be this? I mean, how do you prove it's your higher self? And I can tap into your higher self because I know little gateways to do that. So I wrote the Dear Human letters, and what they are is it's a service that I offer that you can purchase. It's $55 Australian. So for you guys in America, it's all pretty dirt cheap peanut money, I suppose. But you can purchase this letter and I will tap into your higher self and say, look, these are the things that you're doing great. These are the things that you can improve on. You used to do this. How about you do this again? It's something that you've forgotten or something that you've overlooked or something that you didn't realize that you had this lifetime until someone says, hey, have you thought about this? So the Dear Human letters are amazing for that. They are not a prediction letter, though. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to meet your boyfriend or girlfriend in a certain amount of time. This is your higher self talking to you for your highest good, for your highest quality of life, okay? That's for you as an individual. It's not about anything else that's going on in your life. It's about you. If you want to get a reading from me, my readings are $80 for half an hour. I do them via my online reading room. It is a private reading room. It is just you and me. If you need a backup person to come with you because we're dealing with something that's truly traumatic or emotional, you're more than welcome to do that. I can separate your energies. I won't get you confused. You're two entirely different people. But we can do that, okay? So that's yours. So I can do that service for you, and I will be starting up my readings effective immediately. So if you want to book in with me, please jump on my website, www.insightsbyjohnita. That's Johnita is JOHNITA.com. You can also catch me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I do lots of little crazy things there. I do witch picture reveals and all sorts of stuff, but predominantly I'm back on the horse, and I really want to do readings, and I needed the break. I'm not going to be working 7 days a week. I can tell you now, I will be doing 5 days a week and having a good 24 hours completely off from everything, so I can just go on those motorcycle rides, so I can have conversations with my husband and all those things. And I really want to encourage you to make sure that the balance in your life is working in your favor. It's not because you have to, should have, would have, could have. It's because you feel like it, and that is comfortable for you, and it is a balance point for you. So hopefully my learnings, which I've shared with you today about burnout and how to avoid it, will be something that you can take on board and consider yourself, and really look at how you're interacting with your life and what brings you joy and what is shit. And if it's shit, chuck it out. Life is too short to put up with shit, honestly. So I have a modern oracle deck as well. If you'd like to purchase your own deck, please do sing out. I've got them available for sale on my website and also on my Facebook, Insights by Johnita Francis. Track me down there. You can YouTube my name. As soon as you get Johnita, JOHNITA spelt correctly, you will find me everywhere. I'm like the plague, but I'm cuter and I'm littler. So from me to you for the following week, declutter, have a look, itemize, work out what you want in your life, grab it by the balls, and everything else that doesn't bring you joy, doesn't make your heart sing, and doesn't make a massive smile on your face, chuck it out. Life is way too short. Thanks, guys, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.